Good. All right. Initial consultation. Let's move into that now. So we've moved them from the telephone. Figuratively, we've moved them across to a discovery. And from a discovery, now we've got to get them to an initial consultation. The focus of the session is not so much to get a conversion to paying patient. Our focus is on engaging and connecting with the patient and establishing our authority and expert status. That's the whole goal, I believe, of this first session. We want them to feel assured in the decision that they are about to make. And if you do that, you'll get the conversion. Do you see the difference? So if you go in there thinking, I just want to get the conversion, you might. But if you go in there focusing in on your authority, your establishing trust, making them feel assured in the decision that they are about to make, then you're more likely to get it. Just because they are in a room with you doesn't mean that you've got a patient. Again, huge psychological thing to accept and understand. You still have a lot of work to do to get them to buy into the plan, then pay for it, and then show up. Simple tips. Use the patient's name many times. Ask for permission. Eye contact and body language are huge. They are picking up and scanning all of these things in the initial consultation with you. Are you making eye contact? Can you hold eye contact? It's a huge thing. I always remember as I was growing up, my uncle was a huge, just big sort of confidence guy, studied a lot of this type of stuff, and he always, from a very early age, would tell me that he could see it in people's eyes. And I just think, what do you mean? He's like, it's in the eyes. He said, when I go in a room with people who look away, people who can't look me in the eyes, it's not that I don't trust them. He says, I just don't really go much further with them. And when I was 14, 15, 16, I didn't really understood what he meant, or what he meant. And then as I grew up and as I became an adult and I started my business, and I started to study this type of thing and realized that this whole concept of eye contact, Jesus, it's massive. And funnily enough, I watched a documentary with Mike Tyson the other night. Anybody seen it? It's really good, really, really good. Just documents his story, his up and his down. And there's a real pivotal moment in it. And every time I watch anything of, I love watching anything like sports, Tiger Woods, anything who's just achieved something and even had a spectacular fall, I want to watch it just to see where it went wrong and how they picked themselves back up. The best part of the documentary is when he talks about getting in the ring. He said, I want to be in the ring first so I can watch them walk in. And he said, I would leave my eyes on them every time. And it was amazing. The documentary showed all of these people walking into the ring. And it showed you the moment that they looked away. And it would go back to him. And he'd have his eyes piercing them. And they'd try and eye contact him to a point that they couldn't do it anymore and they were gone. And he'd say, from that point, I won. He's like, I knew it at that point, I'd won the game. I'd lost. They'd lost when those eyes left me. And he said every time they'd come into the ring thinking that they could outdo him with the eye contact, and it would be so piercing and he'd hold it so long that they'd give up, they'd go. And the second that it's gone, that was their weakness. So you can take from it what you want, but the ability to hold and look somebody in the eye while you're speaking to them is how you evolve trust. And you just evolve that level of, there's something about this person that I like, versus what we'll do today is an evaluation, and if you're happy with that, we'll get going. But if it's, look, Alison, what we're going to do today is really help you to fix this back problem that you've got, and I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm 100% certain that we're going to be able to solve this for you. How does that sound? It's a very different ability to do that. And again, I can't teach you this stuff without teaching you this. That if you're not able to do that and you're looking for confidence, their perception of whether or not you've got confidence is all that matters. And your ability to eye contact is huge. Body language. So again, if I'm sat like this, for the whole of this talk, and I'm nervous and I'm not quite whatever, most of this information will actually come with doubts. But what he's telling me kind of doesn't match up to how he's saying it, so there's a doubt. But if I stroll around the stage as though I haven't got a care in the world and I couldn't give a shit, and I've got my hand in my pocket and I'm thinking, when does this thing end so I can have a beer, because this is all easy to me, which I kind of am. This thing comes as second nature to me. I don't get to walk like this, and I don't get to look you in the eye, and I don't get to have some fun if I'm worried about what I'm going to say. So they both have to be considered. But if my body language doesn't match up to what I'm saying to you, you'll always default to the body language. Thanks for watching this video. And if you found it helpful, and if you now find yourself thinking, I wonder what else this person can help me with, head over to paulgough.com/books, where you can find my best-selling books, which will show you how to add more profit to your practice. Or send an email to paul@paulgough.com to ask about how we can help you accelerate the growth and profitability of your clinic. And by the way, if you know anybody who would find this helpful, please share this video out. Thanks so much.